BSdiscover. Wow, we made it here. Manifestation. Manifestation. Well, today I'm sharing a universal truth. You know what? The universe is always at work in our everyday lives. The law of vibration, the law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect shape everything we experience, even when we don't realize it. You know, too often we struggle against these laws instead of aligning with them. But once you gain true knowledge and awareness, everything begins to shift. The law of attraction, the law of vibration, the law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect. There's many laws of principle laws that are out there in the universe that if you do not recognize, then you won't begin to make a shift. We as humans often think we just get up every day and go. Whatever we want, whatever we accept, whatever we allow to come our way, we just take it without thinking about the cause and effect. And in reality, I'm speaking a manifestation breakthrough. And over your life in 24 hours. When knowledge is understood and applied, doors open, opportunities appear, energy changes. Now, I want you to understand, truly understand what I say, that I want to put a 24-hour of manifestation over your life that would allow you to achieve, to grow, to receive, to open the door, to say, no, this is not me. This is not what I intend. So before you scroll, listen to this. Every single day, your life is being shaped by forces you don't even see. The law of vibration is always cultivating, which means nothing is still, everything vibrates. Your bed in your home, it takes up space. If it does not take up space, then there is no change in the room. So because it takes up space, the way you move around the bed, where you want to go or where you can't go, is because of its own vibration. Life that is given, that if you are unaware of the non-existing of life, when I say non-existing, just because it's there, it doesn't mean that it doesn't take up part of your life, part of what is happening in your life. So in order to understand that, you have to understand the law of vibration, the law of rhythm. The law of rhythm, nothing goes in without going out. Nothing goes up without going down. Is that not where you're at today? I'm speaking manifestation in you because we all go through a point of change and level. When you start to understand the laws, the principles of the universe, then you begin to make a shift and change. Once I begin to understand that what was old in my behavior because of what I knew or what I was taught is how I followed, how I continued to make sure the outcome was always the same, never different. First of the month, you pay your rent. The first of the month. It is in you to pay your rent at the first of the month. But through the laws of principle, everybody think that's the best way to pay your rent, perfecto way. But through challenge and through understanding, through experiences, you may decide to pay it earlier, which is a difference between paying it, watch the vibration, on the first. I paid earlier. Which landlord is going to represent or notice you? The one that you paid earlier before the first. The first is fine, but if you pay before the first, the principle, the law of attraction, you made that person feel good that you pay the rent on time. You feel good that you pay the rent on time. If you paid on the first, then that's just a normal reaction, what people normally do. But when you get your body out of alignment to being changed, to do something different, there's a different reaction. And as you can see, it's a different reaction that trembles all the way back to changing the moods of individuals and allowing them to see the change and the alignment in you. But the manifestation that I am telling you today is the one that I noticed that every individual have to acknowledge. And whether you understand them or not, it's important that you begin to look into what it means when we talk about the principles and the law of attraction. Most people struggle because life is against them. At least that's what they think. But because they're not out of alignment with how the universe actually works. Which means if I'm going down, then I have to come up. But are you aware of the law and the principles? Your way of thinking and what you used to do in the past, whatever it is that's blocking you, because there's something that you continue to do that's not allowing you to move forward. I go to school or I work and I present the same A paper every day. I present the same good report every day. But what if a new individual come and give them a better report? Then what I used to do is not the same because now somebody else becomes noticeable. Are you going to stay in the same bracket, continue doing the same report? Are you going to make change and learn what it is that person did? Vibration of life, things changes. Therefore, I have to change with it. That's what caused a lot of people to continue to fail in the things that they do. So in order for you to understand that you must move forward and accept everything that is given in the universe, because it is the universe that shows us that things do not stay the same. The universe changes. Everything changes. Life changes. The way the sun moves is not moving like it used to. The way the moon we see every night, we don't see it like we used to. The way the water, the way the wind blows. So what makes you think that you as an individual stay the same? The universe is in alignment, which means I have to be able to make change when change is made.
taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock.
If there's change in what I used to do, and what I used to do doesn't help in the change, then I need to make change. Because whatever's cause, there is an effect. If I make change and I say to the universe, I'm going to receive what I need to receive to get better, to receive better, because whatever took me down, whether it was somebody who were better than what you was doing, whatever took you down is what you have to notice to bring you up. I have to notice what it was. So you start to pay attention to what you used to do, how you answer things you are unaware of, and making the universe more acceptable to the you and the now. Which means physically, I'm in the universe. Physically, my body's here. I'm doing what I want to do. But in the spiritual realm, that's that third eye. There's change around you. You are aware. You're woken up. You know where you're going to be. You know you're going to get that job that you wanted. You know you're going to get that house that you wanted. You know you're going to go to the school that you wanted to go to. You're manifesting yourself, learning everything you have to learn, getting everything together that you have to bottled up together to get you to that point. You have learned how to manifest yourself. But have you learned how to change the old of what I used to do into what I need to do now? So that's me changing my ways. I used to get up every day, read a report, make sure what's ever missing in the report is in the report. But now I got competition. There's somebody who does a report, but does it even better. They just don't make sure something's in the report. They even go and make sure they can make sure that everybody in the office gets the report before there's even a meeting. They took another route, another avenue to get everybody on one accord of thinking, so that when we get in this meeting, we can manifest even more what we want to put on the table. That's how your life becomes. You want to manifest more of what you need to put on the table. But first, you have to understand that it's the fear of not knowing that is causing you to not do what you have to do, because you think you're safe. I'm in a safe zone. And that's where you have to get out of your comfort zone. I have to get out of the comfort zone of thinking everything's okay. I have nothing to worry about. I have no competition. I go to work every day. I don't think about getting better, doing better. I go to school. I don't think about getting better or doing better. I'm married. I don't think about getting better or doing better. I'm dating. I don't think about doing better or getting better. I'm so in tune with what's going on now, not knowing that the principles of life, the universe itself, has a law of attraction going on. That if you do these things, this will come to you. But you have to recognize that life is not still. Life is always changing. So if life is always changing, then we have to always be acceptable to change when change comes our way. The difference, you can either survive or you can drown. And that's the point of where you are. But I'm speaking manifestation in your life, that you're going to be able to reach from point A to get to point B. C, D, E is going to go all the way, but you got to get from A to B. You got to make the first step. So we're going to talk to the universe. We're going to let the universe know that we are an acceptance of all that it brings. That we understand that I have to be aware of the past. I have to be aware that I was fearing the change, then making the change. And being in my comfort zone, then being aware I want to make change, but in order to receive the change, you have to go through the principles of the universe. There's always a vibration. There's always a rhythm. Something has to go down before coming up. So today I just want to give a little prayer to you, a manifestation. And we're going to manifest and we're going to say to the universe, universe, I thank you. I ask you to bring everything that I need within the vibration of life, within understanding rhythm, with understanding law of attraction, with understanding cause and effect. I understand that I have to get rid of the old ways I used to conduct the change in my life. And as I learn to conduct the change out of my life, change just happens. It just throws itself at me. It just opens all the door. I feel the wind. I see the sun. I see the mountain. I see the clarity, because it is the manifestation that allows me to go through the change, knowing that I'm going to move from point A to point B. And I give you and I welcome it. And I say today, manifest in the way that is more important, that you will accept everything. But first you have to accept change. You have to accept that the universe is not going to wait on you, that you have to make change, that you may feel that you are afraid of what is new, of the unknown. But when you welcome what you don't know to the power of manifestation that is going to allow you to receive all your blessings, the beginning blessing, the blessing of moving from state to state, the blessing of seeing a new marriage, the blessing of seeing generational curses. We are telling you today, we're giving this prayer in, and I'm blessing everyone in this prayer on this manifestation, because I've been blessed. And if I've been blessed, I know that you can be blessed. It's not what you have, it is what you build in yourself. And once it's built, the universe will release it in time for everything to be released. But first you have to be accepted to the universe. And in this we pray. And I thank you. And I hope that everything that you hope for, everything that you would like to see happen for your family, your children, for whatever's going to happen, even if you have to learn how to receive and be prepared to receive when things aren't going your way. It's only because there's change. And guess what? A manifestation is what's going to get it out your way. Now go and manifest.
Changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated, you better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan